Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Ace, and we're back for another Madden season. Really looking forward to helping you guys this year, bring you guys new tips. If you're new to the channel, welcome. That's pretty much all I do. I post tips. I help you get better at the game. So if that's something that interests you, consider hitting subscribe. And I post daily, so make sure you hit that bell icon as well so you know when my videos go live. But today what we're going to be doing is talking about the top 5 offensive playbooks in the game. This is just going to help you kind of go into the year knowing what is the best. Now, this is opinion based. It's kind of based around what's popular as well as what I think has the best tools to work with. So that's kind of the criteria that goes behind this. But if your playbook's not in it, it's nothing personal. You can still use your playbook, and I'm sure you'll have great success in it. But let's go ahead and get this started with number 5. Coming in at number 5, we have the New England Patriots offensive playbook. Now, this is one that's a perennial favorite. It's almost always in the top 5 playbooks for the year. And that's just because it's the same. It's been the same for like 15 years. It's easy to get comfortable in this playbook, and it has some of the best meta formations in it, which would be trips tight end and Y off trips Pats. Now, this is really mainly a passing playbook. Like, if you want to air it out, this is a good playbook to do it out of because you have Y off trips Pats, trips tight end, you have a bunch, and you have a bunch strong offset, and you can really just kind of do a lot of damage in these 4 formations. If you're a under center user, you like single back and stuff, I do believe they added 2 new formations to the Patriots playbook, which is bunch X nasty. I don't recall that being in the playbook last year. And then single back east. I have no idea how good this formation is, but it kind of caught my eye in regards to, I don't remember it being in this playbook. So it's worth checking out. These kind of 22 personnel formations with a fullback, these are going to be really good this year. And I'll be talking about that more later when we get to another playbook. But yeah, overall, just a really solid playbook. If you like to air it out, this is really going to be a good option for you. Coming in at number 4, we have the Eagles and Colts playbooks. Now, these are completely identical, so just pick whatever team you hate less. It doesn't really matter. And it's really a good playbook for people who like design quarterback runs and RPOs. You don't have access to a fullback in this playbook. You just have single back and pistol. So if you like that kind of thing and you just like being under center, this is not going to be your playbook because the appeal of this is shotgun with RPOs and design quarterback runs. Now, you do have some meta formations like gun bunch offset. I think there it is. Real quick, I'll talk about this. They made a change so that this tight end is now in a squat stance, which actually makes sense for him to be blocking now instead of a stagger stance. So you're going to see a lot of max protect from bunch this year. I don't think it'll be the best formation in the game. It'll definitely be up there, but yeah, just knock on wood that it's not the best formation in the game. As far as all the other formations, they're kind of off meta. There's not a ton that's meta. It's just a gun bunch offset. But talk about a couple formations like gun wing tight nasty. You have 3 tight ends and a wide receiver, and you have an inside zone that's pretty good, and you have a halfback punch that goes the opposite way with a pulling guard. And then you have a read option. So it's just stuff like this. It's nice to have like this kind of run play variety. You can go different ways, attack different gaps. It's going to be a really good playbook for that kind of thing. You have the deuce close where you had kind of the glitchy RPO read flat wheel. You have a lead read option out of this. And it's just stuff like that, guys. I'm not going to go super into it because it would take forever. But just check out this playbook if you're into design quarterback runs and RPOs. Now, before I dive into number 3 on the list, I've got to mention our site, acemadden.com, which is a site that's really designed to breaking down these playbooks for you in a way that's easy to understand, and it's in a plug-and-play way. So you can just hop into a game and start winning more games immediately because we provide structure for you. So if you're interested in that, head over to acemadden.com, become a member, use code ACE for 15% off any membership. You'll gain access to all of our Madden 23 content in previous years, as well as our new content for Madden 24 that starts dropping on Friday. It'll be a new offense, and then we'll post a new defense shortly after. So yeah, become a member, acemadden.com. I'll see you guys there. At number 3, we have the Green Bay Packers offensive playbook. Now, this is going to be kind of an all-around playbook, and it's very similar to the number 1 option on this list because you have a little bit of everything. You have some decent single back formation, single back wing tight nasty, deuce close, wing flex close. All of these are usable formations that are unique. Not necessarily saying they're game breaking, but they're usable. And then you have some 22 personnel too, like I form close flex, good formation. Strong close is going to be a phenomenal formation this year. You're going to see it a lot. Has the off tackle, has the dive. Now this one doesn't have all of the pass plays that you're going to need to run this formation full time. So that's worth mentioning. If you want to run strong close, I actually wouldn't be in the Packers playbook. I would be in the number 1 playbook that we'll get to soon. But yeah, it still has a lot of everything. And then you have some of the best passing formations in the game. Gun bunch tight end. You have triple out. You have PA boot over. I don't know if this is the full. It has curl flat corner. I don't know if it's full in regards to has all of the plays you need to run it full time. But, you know, really all you really need is PA boot over, inside zone, triple out. These are all really good plays. Mesh, another good one. So you can run this formation full time if you're a pass heavy person. It has a trips tight end as well. Has a lot of the trips plays in it. And then you have a really good formation like gun tight Y off. Has an inside zone, an 0-1 trap, PA go slot cross, really good play. I personally like red zone scissors. I have a setup out of that that's really good. And yeah, it just has a lot of good stuff out of it. And then gun bunch strong offset. Tight open, I don't believe is going to be that good this year. That's kind of like their way of nerfing compressed sets, is they've made it so it's not fully compressed. They are kind of out off the line of scrimmage a little bit, or not off the line of scrimmage, but, you know, away from the offensive line. And it's kind of their in between of having compression and spread. So I don't believe this formation is going to be that good. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. But yeah, if you like to use gun bunch tight offset and some of these passing formations like trips tight end, but also want to maybe audible down to like a strong close or an I form close flex, this will be a good option for you. Coming in at number 2, we have the Cincinnati Bengals offensive playbook. And this is going to be another one that you're going to see a ton of. The main reason is some of these shotgun formations are really good. So you have gun tight Y off. You have gun bunch offset. You have tight slots, which is probably the best compression set now, I would say. I know there's still a tight offset in the game, but I do think the tight slots is something we're going to see more of, especially starting the year. So for tight slots, some of the good plays that you can look at: post wheel drag, the inside zone is really good, mesh spot, flood. You can kind of do some things out of 4 verticals, but you probably need some additional routes to make this play like actually good. But yeah, like those plays alone, like post wheel drag and flood, really good plays. Then for the bunch offset, you have like pretty much all the plays you need to make it somewhat viable. It is missing some stuff, but overall, you can definitely run this formation. Gun bunch halfback strong has 4 strong. You can't run match on it, even though match is really bad right now, which I'll talk about maybe later in the week. So overall, just a phenomenal playbook with good shotgun formations you can stay in all game. It also has a gun bunch quads. I think this formation is really good this year as well, and it's just a fun formation. And then for single back, it has some really usable formations like deuce close, wing flex close, bunch tight end, bunch X nasty, tight Y off. It doesn't have a fullback though, so if you like fullbacks and you want to be in that kind of offense, this is not the playbook for you. There's literally no formations with fullbacks. It's really about the shotgun formations, and in some cases audibling down to some of these 2 tight end sets like deuce close, wing flex close. That's going to be kind of like the wave when it comes to this playbook. And finally, at number 1, we have the best playbook in the game, which is going to be the New York Jets playbook. And a lot of people will not dispute this one. This is kind of like a custom playbook in regards to what it gives you. Very similar to, I believe, Madden 20 Raiders, where everybody was in that playbook and you could just kind of like go to whatever formation you wanted. It's very similar in that regard. You have a little bit of everything. So I'm just going to go through this entire playbook and kind of like break down what I think is usable. And I might be wrong in regards to, I might be glossing over something that's really good. I just want to point that out. But just from what I see, you know, you have a symmetrical formation like ace close. You can like flip the stretch and they won't even know. Just stuff like that. Deuce close, same deal with the stretch. Wing flex close, you have another stretch. Bunch tight end. I form close. Going to be really good. Strong close. We talked about this earlier. This is going to be the playbook you want to be in if you want to use this formation, because you have the dive, the off tackle. The quick toss isn't going to be very good. The toss animations just aren't, they're not there. You have Y trail. You see that kind of bendy go route. Very good against like a cover 2. You have PA scissors, PA deep cross, double post. These are all plays that are really good for bombing. If you guys are like, if you like bombing, you know, have a balanced approach with the runs and then going play action or whatever. Really good formation. And then in regards to the shotgun formations, it has pretty much everything. It is missing a couple things, but overall you have like a tight doubles. You have like a two doubles if you're into that kind of thing. I personally really never like doubles. But then it has a trips tight end offset. It's not quite the same as trips tight end, but it is still a trip set and it's usable. But then you get into the meat and potatoes. You have like the bunch with like a lot of the good bunch plays. You have the bunch strong offset. You have the bunch tight end that has everything in it. It has the triple out, PA boot over, X spot, mesh. Very similar to, you know, like the Packers playbook, like I said. But then you get a tight offset tight end. Like originally they took this out of the game. They added it back. You still have all of the really good plays like inside zone, L1 trap. You have Y out, PA shot seams or PA seams. Now, I'm going to talk about this play a little bit later in the week because this is one of the most popular plays in the game last year. It's not quite the same now. So if you are a tight offset user, don't get too excited. But yeah, overall, this is the best playbook in the game. You have a little bit of everything. You can stay in these formations like bunch tight end. You can add a running back or whatever audible down to like I form or strong. You can really kind of do anything. It's as close to a custom playbook that we have this year. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up my top 5 offensive playbooks to start the year. Let me know in the comment section what playbook you're going to be running with on day 1. And if it's something outside of the top 5, let me know your reasoning as to why you're running that playbook. I'm really curious what you guys have found. And lastly, if you're new to the channel, like I said, welcome. I post daily tips that are going to help you get better at the game. So subscribe. I'll be posting again tomorrow. And if you guys want additional help, make sure you check out acemadden.com. I'll be posting new ebooks starting on Friday, which is going to really help you win more games. So check that out. I'll see you guys later.